Assalamualaikum to everyone. Today we're going to present about the research of exploring the relationship between brand perception and purchase intention for apparel brands at IOI Putrajaya. Before we continue, our group members consist of Muhammad Haikal Nafis, Ahmad Haris bin Abdul Halim, Nurul Atira binti Muhammad Sabirin and Uswatun Hasanah binti Zulfika. Next, we will move to the part of introduction. For the research background, it is about the understanding why customers choose one brand over another is vital in today's competitive retail world. Brand perceptions, how consumers view a brand based on their experience is a key influence. So the study will investigate how brand perceptions impacts customers' intention to buy at IOI Putrajaya. The goal is to provide insights that can help apparel retailers improve their brand strategies and fosters customers' loyalty. This study was conducted because of the problem statement of Malaysia's retail sector slow significantly in early 2024 due to rising costs and weak consumer sentiment. Department stores, including fashion retailers, saw a sharp decline in sales based on Marketer 2024. Here is the objective of the study, which is first to examine the relationship between brand perception and purchase intention of brand apparel at IOI Putrajaya. Second, to study the relationship between brand experience and purchase intention of brand apparel at IOI Putrajaya. Third, to examine the relationship between brand image and purchase intention at IOI Putrajaya. Fourth, to examine the relationship between perceived quality and purchase intention of brand apparel at IOI Putrajaya. Fifth, to identify the relationship between brand trust and purchase intention of brand apparel at IOI Putrajaya. And sixth, to identify the relationship between perceived price and purchase intention of brand apparel at IOI Putrajaya. For the significance of study, there is three perspectives, which is first, theoretical perspective. In this, it enriched the current literature on consumer behavior and brand marketing by examining how brand perception influence purchase intention. Second is for the practical perspective. The finding can assist fashion retailers in enhancing their brand positioning strategies. And third, is for the academic research. It means that offering up-to-date insights into Malaysian consumer shopping preference.
This research takes a descriptive and correlational approach to better understand what drives people to decide whether or not to buy apparel. First, it looks at who the customers are, which is their demographics, and how they currently perceive the brand perception, brand experience, brand image, perceived quality, brand trust, and perceived price. After that, we'll then dig deeper to see how these factors connect to the customer likelihood of making a purchase at an apparel store. By using statistical analysis, the research objectively measures these relationships, helping to reveal not just if these factors matter, but how strongly and in what way influence purchase intention. For our sampling method, this research will use convenience sampling, which means we'll select participants who are easy to reach and willing to take part. To gather data, we'll take a multi-pronged approach, which is collecting responses both in person at apparel store and online through Google Form. This online survey will be shared widely on social media and through store networks to reach as many as possible. This combined strategy helps us capture a diverse group of respondents from different backgrounds and shopping habits. It also makes it easier to collect a larger number of respondents within a practical timeframe, which is important to ensure the results are statistically reliable. The sample size for this research is set at 400 respondents, a number carefully chosen to balance both accuracy and practicality. This isn't just a random figure, it's based on standard statistical guidelines by aiming for a 95% of confidence level with a 5% margin of error. We calculated that around 400 participants are needed to ensure our results are reliable. This size works well for the regression and correlation analysis to run using SPSS. We are confident that with 400 respondents, we'll be able to draw meaningful insight that truly represents the wider apparel customer base, all while keeping the data collection process manageable within our time and resource limits.
Next, we move to the key finding of this research. First is demographic analysis. Starting with age distribution, the largest group is age 18 to 25. And for gender, the distribution is fairly balanced with 51.7% for male and 48.3% for female. Next, a majority 64.9 are currently employed, showing strong workforce representations. Meanwhile, 13.2% are students, 11.3% are retirees, and 10.6% are unemployed. In terms of qualifications, most respondents hold a degree at 33.5%. This is followed by SPM and master's holders, both at 22.6%. For income levels, the highest group earned 2,100 to 3,000 ringgit Malaysia per month at 27.7%. On monthly spending, most people spend between 101 ringgit Malaysia to 200 ringgit Malaysia, represent 29.3% of the respondent, while 16.9% spend less than 100 ringgit Malaysia. Lastly, regarding residential distribution, 62.6% respondent live in urban areas and the rest from rural area. In conclusion, our demographic profile shows a diverse mix in terms of age, income, and educations, with a majority being young working adult living in urban areas. Now, let's move on to the reliability of the variable in this study, which we measure using Chrombar Alpha. Chrombar Alpha is a commonly used statistic to assess the internal consistency or reliability of a set of scale or test items. All of these values fall well above the 0.8, indicate a good reliability across all the variables in this research. This means the items used to measure each of these constructs are consistent and reliable, giving us confidence in the quality of the data we collected. Next, let's look at the correlation analysis between the independent variable and purchase intention. From the table, we can observe that brand experience and purchase intention show a correlation of 0.758. Other than that, brand image and purchase intention show 0.782 value. And perceived quality also have the stronger correlation with purchase intention at 0.823. And also brand trust and purchase intention stands at 0.785. And lastly, perceived price and purchase intention is also very high value at 0.819. And all of these values fall into the very strong positive correlations category. This means that each of these brand-related factors has a very strong and direct relationship with purchase intention. Next, we move to model summary multiple regression. The R-square value of 0.760 shows that approximately 76% of the variance in purchase intention can be explained by the model. This reflects the substantial influence this brand perception have on consumers' willingness to buy, with highly relevant predictors such as brand trust, brand image, and perceived quality, making it a reliable tool to influence consumer buying decision for apparel brands at IOI Mall Putrajaya. Here we have the regression analysis result, which is out of the 5 variables, 4 are significant predictors, which is brand experience has a high p-value of 0.665, so it is not significant for this study. Brand image, perceived quality, brand trust, and also perceived price all have p-values below 0.05, meaning they are significant positive predictors. Among them, perceived price shows the strongest influence with the highest beta value of 0.313. In summary, perceived price has the biggest impact, while brand experience does not significantly affect the outcome. Lastly, the hypothesis tested in our study, we examined 5 different relationships, which is first, we tested whether brand experience impact purchase intentions. The result was not significant, so we accepted the null hypothesis. Next, we explore the impact of brand image, perceived quality, brand trust, and perceived price on purchase intention. All these were found to be significant positive predictors, so we rejected the null hypothesis for this and accepted the alternative hypothesis. In summary, brand image, quality, trust, and price perceptions all significantly influence purchase intention, while brand experience did not show a significant effect in our study.
So I will be representing the key discussion and implication from a research study that explore how brand perception influence consumer purchase intention in the fashion retail industry. Okay, first was brand experience. The finding shows that brand experience does not have a significant impact on purchase intention. This means that in this study, the idea that brand experience influence consumer buying decision is not supported. In other words, the effect of brand experience was not strong or meaningful enough to matter. This could suggest that the measurement of brand experience was not accurate, or that the consumer in this study did not value brand experience as much as expected. Number 2 was brand image congruence. Brand image congruence is how well a brand aligns with consumer identity, also play a vital role in purchase behavior. According to Cham et al. 2018, consumers, especially younger demographics such as Gen Y, are more likely to purchase from brands that reflect their personalities or values. A strong alignment between the brand and the consumer's self-concept leads to emotional attachment, which positively affect buying intention. And number 3 was brand trust. Trust in a brand is another important factor. According to Munira Aliman and Delgado Ballester 2003, they emphasize that trust reduces perceived risk and increases customer confidence in a brand. According to Aziz and Ahmad 2021, also show that trust along with brand engagement and credibility significantly influence purchase decision in the online fashion markets. In a competitive retail environment, building trust is essential for attracting and retaining loyal customers. Number 4 was perceived quality. Perceived product quality has a strong and positive relationship with purchase intention. Consumers tend to assess quality based on material, durability, design, and overall appearance. This finding is supported by Mahyadin 2023, who highlighted that product features like fabric and finish help consumers decide if something is worth buying. It also aligned with Sweeney, Southard, and Johnson 1999, who linked perceived value to the consumer confidence in the product quality. And lastly was perceived price. Another key factor is perceived price. As Lu Ying Wing 2023 notes, consumers do not focus only on the actual price. They evaluate whether the product is worth that price based on what they receive. Our findings support earlier research by Nona Jihanadia et al. 2022, which showed that value for money is critical, especially among urban millennials in the fashion industry. Price must reflect perceived benefits to influence purchase intention effectively. Next, we move to implication. So first was align your brand with your customer identity. Many shoppers, especially younger ones, choose brands that match their personalities and values. That means using the right visuals, message, and social media content that they can relate to. When customers feel a connection with your brand, they stay loyal. Second, build trust. Customers want to buy from brands they can count on. Being honest about your product, having clear return policies, and delivering good service help build that trust. When people trust your brand, they feel safe buying from you. And next was highlight perceived quality. Customers care about things like materials, design, and durability. You can use product photo, real customer review, and clear description to highlight quality and build confidence in your product. And last was using value-based pricing. It's a strategic approach that moves beyond mere cost-plus models. Instead of relying on aggressive discounting, business should set a fair price that genuinely reflects the product's inherent value, including its design, craftsmanship, brand reputation, and the emotional benefit it provides to the customers.
Here are the recommendations that we can conclude based on the study. First, the retailer need to enhance brand experience. For example, organized in-store events such as fashion shows, styling workshops, or product launch to create memorable shopping experience. Second, the retailer need to strengthen their brand image and trust by ensure transparent return and exchange policies and provide prompt customer service to resolve issues quickly. And third, the retailer can focus on perceived quality by conduct regular quality checks and audit on apparel to ensure consistency and durability. And fourth, the recommendation that can be done is having a competitive pricing strategy, by means that the retailer need to monitor competitors' pricing and adjust with own retailer brand price to remain attractive while communicating the value customers get for the price. In conclusion, this study found that brand perception, especially perceived quality, significantly influence customers' intention to purchase apparel at IOI Putrajaya. Using data from 400 respondents, the result shows brand image, brand trust, perceived quality and perceived price positively impact purchase intention. These insights can help apparel retailers focus on building trust and delivering quality to boost customer loyalty and sale in a challenging retail environment.